Hello, you guys, and welcome back to December Daily. This is going to be day 11, and I'm actually journaling about an event that happened yesterday because I knew that I was going to be coming back a little bit late and I wouldn't be able to journal what event happened that day on the same day, so I thought I'd put it on December 11th instead. And the big event is actually a trip to Disneyland with a friend of mine that's visiting Hong Kong for a while. And since I have the annual pass, I thought that I would accompany them to a day trip in the park. And actually, we did stay for quite a while. We met at around noon, and the park was open until about 9:45. Actually, no, about 10:30 p.m., maybe 11, because the final fireworks show of the night was at 9:45 p.m. And because it is the Christmas season, there were a lot of festivities that was happening. There was always like a marching band or a dance performance or not a parade, sadly. I think because all these performances are taking precedence. So there's a lot of Christmas time with Mickey, Christmas time with Santa Goofy, and we got really lucky because we even got to see a really special Disney live in concert with a proper band and like with all the orchestra and musical instrument players and everything, and also 6 really talented singers. The headline singer was also this Filipino Hong Kong actress and singer, and her voice was amazing. It like totally blew us out of the water. Anyways, talking a little bit about what I'm planning to do in this spread is I actually am creating some sort of card slots and trying to figure out the layout in which to put my 2 batches of card slots. The first being the photo pass that Disney gives us, which is when we pose for the characters or we're posing for the ride. They will give us this little card that we can actually claim to get our photos printed. And another is my Gold Disneyland card because I just renewed my annual pass and therefore they just reissued a new card for me. So I get to kind of keep this as memorabilia. So I decided to kind of slot it in this journal anyway because why not? And I was toying around with the layout because the 2 cards are kind of vertical in orientation. I wanted to make sure that they were also vertically aligned. But I was also toying with using the film card of 2023 that came with the Traveler's Notebook theme, but I was not able to find a vertical orientation one, so I decided to make my own card slot with watercolor paper. And in the beginning, you saw me experimenting with a few different paper types. One is the Muji paper that I ended up not using, and another is a Montmartre, which I think is a budget-friendly watercolor paper. And actually, that was my first ever watercolor book that I used for gouache paintings, where I followed tutorials online. So it did bring back a lot of cute memories sort of using that up. And for the page itself, I decided to draw the Disneyland castle as well as the mountain background because I don't think there's any other Disneyland in the world that has this kind of mountain background, and I thought it was really special, especially because we got to see it during a really beautiful sunset yesterday. And as you can see, this white watercolor paper actually handles it really well. Or is it cream? I am not too sure, but it does handle the paper really well. And then here I am just cutting out the watercolor card slots using measurements and also my ruler. As for the stickers that I brought out earlier, I was actually really disappointed yesterday that I wasn't able to find any ephemera around Disneyland because since COVID, they got rid of a lot of stuff that is paper-based. So there were no like pocket tour guides, there was no agenda or schedule that they usually have. They used to have it in 3 languages and actually maybe a bunch of other languages too, which I really love, but it's kind of sad that they don't have it anymore. And the thing that I was most devastated about is actually the stickers. So previously, all the Disney staff members, or they call them cast members, would carry around maybe 2 or 3 sets of different stickers of Disney characters, and on Christmas they would carry these special edition ones. But since COVID, they have kind of stopped that practice. So even as I was trying to ask around for stickers yesterday, I wasn't really able to get any, and the staff member told me that they haven't resumed this sticker thing ever since COVID, so I was a little bit bummed. But thankfully I had a good collection since I first visited Disneyland in 2014, so I decided to just pull that out, and I guess sometimes maybe hoarding tendencies do pay out. although I still have like a gazillion stickers for this one sticker that I used. And the reason why I'm picking Goofy right here is because we took a picture with Santa Goofy yesterday. So I thought it was kind of cute and special to mark the occasion. We also took a picture with Anna from Frozen, but I didn't have a picture of Anna. I only had Kristoff and Olaf, so I thought I would just save that for another time, especially because I don't have a lot of room currently on this spread since the castle took up like a big chunk of it, as well as the 2 card slots. I did take out the Midori insert out for a little bit to hair dry because I realized that I am painting the whole page a little bit wet with watercolor, especially because I wanted the shades to be light, so it was quite water heavy. And then I realized I can't really write or do anything if the whole page is wet, so I decided to do that and detail with this card inserts that I DIY'd. And I'm just using a tape runner here because using a glue has a higher probability of the glue kind of running and sticking to the cards, whereas you won't have that with a tape runner. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm also writing a little bit about the photo pass and also the gold annual membership. And you can see me trying to struggle to fit in there. I think it's because like the middle tape runner part wasn't super symmetrical for the top and the bottom, so I decided to fit in the thicker one at the bottom, which has a little bit of a tighter space because it has more maneuvering capability inside that little card spread. And I'm just writing a little bit about what each card means, and we're kind of done. So I'm happy with this spread, and I had a really eventful day at Disneyland. I'm so happy that I could recap my adventures yesterday in this kind of way. It was fun to paint this as well. I think I did a little bit of measuring when drawing out the Disney castle, and I feel that it paid off because the castle looks really brilliant now and so proportional to the castle that's on the Disney annual pass card, or what they call magic access card. So I'm glad that it took a little bit of math, but I'm glad that it worked out well. Alright, that's going to be it from me today. Thank you guys. If you visit any theme parks or any special festivities like a Christmas market or something this time around, I would love to hear about them in the comments below. And I'll catch you again tomorrow.